Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hold and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. We're always looking forward to this one.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he makes the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Allen.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They go to the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Just trucks through it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name.
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. You'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Second down.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Muhammad. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. And the pass hits, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. First down to start the drive after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a catch at the 20. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Not only do you have the big gain and you sort of knock the defense back, but you're also set up in the red zone.
Yeah, they've got this defense on their heels right now after that big play. We talked about this offense being explosive. Now that they're in the red zone, let's see what they dial up next.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Really good job there on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. Pulls it in. Touchdown LSU! And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Coaches preach all week about physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Leaves it with the back. And they swarm him under.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's Owens. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score LSU.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
Now on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
LSU right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Escapes trouble. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Unloads it downfield. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. The option look. He'll pitch it. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep, using his legs to buy some time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want. Got him at 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for space, it's Durham.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Now they're going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Power football with the run. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Fast motion from the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback empties his backfield. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Getting some nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security reads from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Feeling some heat. Trying to get to him. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Looking for a deep man. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Intercepted by LSU. And the Tigers take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
6 up, 1. 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give out of the gun. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone. They're in scoring position. I mean, trick play's coming, right? And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.